Red Alert RBT Snaps in Chat coming to you today, this dark outside day on a Monday, November the 3rd. Man, where did the time go, y'all? The time has flown by. It's going to be Christmas, y'all. What y'all about to do? I know Thanksgiving is coming up. We're about to be geared up for that today, gearing up for the holidays. I got my special guest with me today, Miss Catherine Smith. Go and tell them hi, Catherine.
Hi, everybody. Can't
Uh,
wait to hear what y'all got to say about
yeah,
gearing up for the holiday.
gearing up for the holidays because guess what? Holidays is a time for family, fun, sharing, and caring, right? So we want to give you some ideas, and maybe you got some ideas for us for caring, sharing, and loving your family through the holidays. So give us a call today, 248-820-5053 at Out of the Mud Inc. Coming to you today on the behalf of this show, my show, and the producers. We got James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, George F. Grundy II, and Larry Lott. Please tune into all the shows on the platform. We'd appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe. You got YouTube, you got Twitter, you got Twitch, you got I don't know, Tweet. Is that still going on? I
Is
don't
that
know.
you got TikTok?
You got Tik. Oh, definitely go to TikTok, y'all. Go to TikTok. Go to TikTok. So today, the biggest thing I want to talk about is how can families, we're
Mhm.
all low income, let's just say that right now.
Mhm.
How can families get through the holidays to try to less the anxiety of the holidays? What do you think? What do you think we can say to help them?
Well, I definitely agree that the holidays have a very various platform. You got happy, sad, lonely, missing, grieving. You got gifts, buying, and with the way the day is, this world is, we don't never know what's going to happen. We
Yeah.
don't know from one paycheck to the next. We could
Ooh,
be feeling good, feeling great, think we got it all together, rent paid, car note paid, food on the table, and tomorrow all of it's gone.
because nothing is promised.
Nothing is
Mm, mm,
promised.
mm. You know, I remember being a kid coming up on the holidays. We was always at my grandparents' house, so I didn't know what the struggle really was.
Mhm.
My grandparents did a real good job hiding from us.
Yes.
Now, my parents let us know it is the struggle. They made sure we knew it was a struggle, right? But my grandparents made it look easy. So this
Mhm.
holiday season, I want to try to do something different to make it look easy to my grandchildren. I know
Mhm.
how I felt. I felt like, oh, it smells good at grandma's house all the time.
Yes, it
It's
don't.
clean at grandma's house all the time. I want to get my mental thoughts into the holiday spirit because I, our pastor says we go to the same church, y'all, just so
Yes, we
y'all
do.
know.
St. Mark's, God.
The same Marks. And he always says the devil likes nasty things.
Mhm.
So I try to keep things at least good enough where I know, because I'm not the Molly Maid girl, but I ain't the nasty girl either. My house is not like that. But it gets out of order sometime and
Oh
you have to get it
yes.
back in order, just like you do with your life. So another thing I would like to know, how do you think people can get through some of not that much cash flow to do things for their family and loved ones through the holidays?
Well, one of the things that I do, and I've been doing it for years, I have a lot of grandbabies. They call me Grandma Kathy. You'll find that out if you go to the library, Flint Public Library, or Gloria Cole's library. I do things with my grandchildren. We cook meals. We make them from scratch. They actually grate the nutmeg and
Mm,
they cut the sage and chop it up to do the flavors. And I pick one kid, and each kid has a dish, and that's their dish.
okay.
And those are some of the things I do. And I have memories of that throughout the years of every last one of them. And I got a lot of grandkids.
Oh my.
Every last one of them making a meal, making a mess, laughing, the flavors, the smells. It can really ease a lot of pain and make you forget for a minute just how crazy it is out there.
And I think that would probably give the kids hope. Hope that, when I go over to Grandma Kathy's house or over to Gigi's house, that's me,
Yeah.
that they understand that that's where the love is at. This the foundation for you. And
Mhm.
you don't have to have expensive gifts to be loved. You don't have
Exactly.
to go out and buy the latest fashion to fit into anything. The biggest thing you need to understand in life is love. If you got love in your home
Yes.
and you love on your babies, they grow up to love, bring love in their home and love on their babies. And I think that's a part of some of the breakdown for gearing up, getting through the holidays. Some people
Exactly.
just don't want to be with their kids. Some people just don't want to be around their family. Some people just don't want to be around anybody. And then
Mhm.
that energy they have is getting more built up because everywhere they go, they just like, why am I over here? I don't want to be over here.
Yeah, and
You
you
know?
feel it. You
Yes.
feel it. It is in the atmosphere.
Yes, it is.
Somebody walked in and they was full of joy, and they walk in and they're like, "Woo, what's that?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
you like you said, you just got to love them through it. You
Yeah.
got to love them through it. Even that cranky one. Sometimes that's the only way to help them is to show them that they're loved, they're welcome.
I believe that.
Even if they cranky, just put them in the corner and call it the cranky corner.
Hey y'all, if y'all out there listening to us, y'all go on ahead. Oh, we need to get y'all on the share line. Y'all need to go on ahead and give us a call, 248-820-5053. We're down here out of the mud Inc. sharing some stories and trying to get some ideas of how we all as a family in Flint you can get through the holidays. You already know what's going on out here. We got issues in the government. We got issues in the city hall. We got issues in the White House. We got issues everywhere. And the main thing is, I think that when a lot of us forget to love each other, and especially the babies, we end up being just in a bigger of a mess, just like they are.
Oh yes, most definitely.
So, what do you do sometime, like if you don't have enough money for gifts and things like that?
Oh well, a couple of times, say about 5 years ago, and again, maybe 10 years before that, we made candy, homemade candy, and they look like turtles. I don't know what we was going to call them, but they look like chocolate turtles.
Okay,
And we went to the dollar store and got the little bins, and we put the candy in it, and we literally
like the little
shipped.
dollar little
Yeah,
can
the
things.
little dollar plastic containers with the lid, and
Okay,
we put the candy in it, and we shipped it out to, we have family in Illinois, so we shipped it out, and then we passed it around to the family in the neighborhood. And I remember they them looking like, "Oh my God, what is this?" But when they took their first bite, the love that we put in that candy, me and my grandbabies, and then a few years ago, me and my nephew, because I
okay,
went back to Chicago and I got to do it with him. We made Buckeyes too.
okay.
Yay,
And I'm
Michigan.
glad you just said something that really resonates with me well because I'm a firm believer when you cook, if you cook with love, it always
Yes,
tastes so
so
good.
good.
I mean, I've known a couple people that can cook what we say burn. They be getting
Yes.
down in the kitchen. But if they having a bad day, something that they make
Mm,
that I love the
it's
most, I'd be like,
not good.
mm-mm,
You'd be like, what
who
happened?
made this? Who made the potato salad? You want to know, because if you can't put this love into the mix,
Hmm.
what are you cooking for?
Exactly.
Don't
And
cook angry, please, y'all. Don't cook
yeah,
angry.
don't cook angry. Just don't cook. Order out.
You know what I'm saying? Boil some hot dogs. So this book right here, y'all know I'm always showing. I'm proud of myself.
And you should be.
This book right here, I'm telling you, Recipes for Salvation, Satisfying Your Hunger for the Lord. I don't ever try to push nothing on anybody, but I'm gonna tell you something. This book is perfect for the holidays right now. I'm gonna read one of the poems out of here. I read one about maybe 3 weeks ago, but I don't know who was chiming in. But if you're chiming in and you hear it, please let me know your thoughts. This one's called Breaking Bread.
Okay.
Figure it was a good subject for
Oh
today.
yeah.
In order to make a sandwich, it starts with two pieces of bread. In order to love Jesus, God has written words to be said. Cultivate grains from the earth to taste and season your bread. Harvesting your faith with a splash of the living waters can help prepare your dough. When you add a little leaven, yeast, from heaven, your bread will rise. Our Lord covers you like the dough on a heated stone. This is another way to show that He will never leave you on your own. Once your bread has cured and has taken on a new form, you can feed the hungry with this bread, life that's nice and warm. Matthew 5:13 is a powerful ingredient that will cause you to examine the conditions of your heart while breaking this bread with others. In order to get full from inside out, it starts when you feel the divine without a doubt. Breaking bread with the ones you love becomes family over anything. All special ingredients come from above. When Jesus Christ had a meal, he knew it would be his last. He still was breaking bread with the higher and the lower class. When your budget is low and your cabinets are bare, lean on the Lord. He will always be right there. His favorite recipe, his favorite recipes are waiting to fill all your life's holes. Our Lord has so many ways to feed your mind, your body, and your soul. Breaking bread when you have nothing left. Breaking bread will help God with God will help you. A man cannot survive on bread alone. God is life, and he can feed the world starting in your home.
Oh,
Amen.
amen.
So,
So now I
breaking
want a
bread.
piece of bread.
You want a piece of bread? So, when I wrote that, breaking bread, I think about all the metaphor ways. That's how I write.
Mm-hmm.
People call money bread.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna break some bread with me?
Mm-hmm.
People call sitting at the dinner table, we breaking bread.
Breaking bread. No
The
matter
first
what
Sunday
you're
of the month,
eating.
you're breaking bread.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, you breaking this bread. And in order to get this bread, you got to harvest the grain, harvest the
Mm-hmm.
seed. You got to sow and knead the dough.
Yes.
All these things, that's like money in your mind,
Yes.
the cash flow of it all. But to
Yes.
me, I use that as well as the word of God in those in Matthew 5, what is that, 5:13?
Mm-hmm.
In those scriptures, if you read those all those things are in that.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, family is everything.
Most
We
definitely.
basically need to depend on one another and give each other a little bit more glory and credibility,
A little
right?
more grace.
More
Like what
grace.
God gives us. A little more grace.
I wrote
Mm-hmm.
about grace. You know, gravy is another word for grace.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got a thing in there called God and Gravy, which
Oh.
really interprets God and grace. You got to read it to see what it's talking about. I'm not going
Mm.
to read that one today.
Well, I have the book. I'll go
Oh,
home and
she
read
sure
it. I sure
does.
do. And it's signed too.
All right, that's right. I'll sign yours for you too. Hey, I'm just a local author doing my thing, spreading the gospel for the Lord and living my life. And down here out of the mud, trying to get it out of the mud. Y'all
That's
seen that?
right.
If I could snatch this microphone up and do like that symbol, I'd do it every time.
Every
But I
time.
ain't gonna do that for y'all. I ain't gonna do that.
Mhm.
But just being here is warm welcoming for me. I love the atmosphere when we walk in. You can't see the city of downtown right now, but
Yeah.
in the earlier seasons of this month, this year, you can see
All the lights.
all the lights, and
Yeah.
not just that, the things that's thriving coming back. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see what it looks like when they start gearing up for the holidays.
Oh yeah.
Mayor, whoever out there listening, get these lights on out here in this city. Get these lights on. Let's help these people trying to regain their inner self.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how how can a person not like the holidays?
Well, there's again various reasons. Maybe it's a loved one that's no longer with them and they're really missing them.
Hmm.
Or maybe it's just the fact that they don't feel validated. I think
Ooh,
everybody
I
needs
like that
to
word.
feel validated. I believe validation, validity is very, very important. It doesn't mean you got to agree with them.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean you got to okay it for them.
Hmm.
It just means you let them know that they're okay, even where they're at.
It's okay not to be okay.
And it's okay not to be okay.
Wow. Well, every time I get a chance to talk with you, it's always been a pleasant, warm, welcoming feeling. So I can see why the kids call you Grandma Catherine. I can see that. You got a program that's going to be starting, or what is not a program? It's the Dial. What is it?
Yeah.
The Black
So
Dial Affair.
so I belong to a group called the Black Dollar Fair. And every year we put together a program and we give away a black doll to tell young black girls that they're beautiful, that they're valid, that they have validity and they have purpose in this world. The Black Dollar Fair is ran by a lady named Dana Hill, and she started this out with this motto. She said she wanted to change the way the world sees Black women and girls,
Okay.
but most importantly, how they see themselves. And I heard that and I
Mm.
wanted to join. And with that, this year we're doing our
I was just finna say,
18th
18th
annual
annual.
doll giveaway. And I'll be partnering, and I'm so excited, with my church, St. Mark's Outreach Community Outreach Center.
All
So we
right.
will be there on December 6th at 1 p.m., along with other states and other
And where will this
representatives.
be held at?
This overall will be at St. Mark's.
Oh,
Yes,
great.
we will be at St. Mark's, but
Great.
there'll be other cities happening all at the same time. And we always pick a theme. This theme this year is we're honoring Misty Copeland. She has
Misty
retired.
Copeland.
Yes, she
Okay.
has retired her ballerina shoes.
Okay.
And
I don't
that
know much
is,
about ballet, but I remember seeing the little program thing that we had on the
yes,
screens
she's one
yesterday.
of our famous Black ballerinas. And we didn't
Wow.
have very many.
I never
There,
even know we had one.
yeah, we have one, and
All
she
right,
has
Misty Copeland,
been, yes,
congratulations.
she has been spectacular, and she earned her right.
All
So
right.
she did her last dance, I want to say last week.
Oh,
And
just
it,
recently.
yes, and she has retired her shoes, and in honor of her, we want our girls to
Now
have
that's a
their
blessing.
own ballet.
That is
So
a
we are
blessing.
excited to
You know,
share
you
that.
don't hear much, but you hear tennis, sports, basketball,
Mhm.
girls flag football. You don't really hear many girls anymore getting into ballet or gymnastics anymore. Do we have
Yes.
any programs like that around here anymore?
Oh, they're there. It's just sometimes a little out of reach for our community and our kids. We need to pull them back
Oh,
in. We need to find
we need
those
the resources and stuff back
yes, we
here.
need to pull them back
Yes.
in. There's got to be
Our children are
somebody.
starving for these
Mhm.
things like this because if you want to think about how to lower a little bit of the uh, depression, the crime rate,
Mhm.
uh, the murder, death, kill situation. These children, and I mean 18-year-olds children, they need something to do other than walking around here, shoot them up, bang, bang, or whatever. They need something else constructive
Yes, they
that's
need
fun
something
and
positive,
positive to do.
something else, just another
Yep,
opportunity. And it won't be easy,
yep.
but it's one day at a
One
time.
day at a time. We
One
working with
kid.
y'all one day at a time. As I say, saving our youth, one zip code at a time. One zip
Mhm.
code at a time. Um, St. Mark Community Missionary Baptist Church, or St. Mark Community Baptist Church, is having a food giveaway this Wednesday, y'all, tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Not tomorrow. Isn't tomorrow Tuesday?
Oh, I'm sorry. Today is Monday. I'm all off.
Yeah, but
Man,
it will be Wednesday.
it's
Make sure you
Wednesday,
there.
y'all.
Make sure you
Make
there.
sure you're there. And if
Mhm.
you want to volunteer, do something from your heart. If you can't do a lot for other people in this holiday season, come out and volunteer with us. We can always use the help. And it'll be a lot of fun. You get to talk to people you've never known before or met.
Mhm.
You may get a chance to see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time coming through the line. A lot of people show up, but come on out, show up, get in the line, come and help us. We appreciate it. All of that good
Mhm.
stuff.
Sometimes just sharing a smile can make a difference for you
Oh.
and the other person. I know if I walk into a room or a place and somebody smile at me, and don't let them know my name. Oh my goodness. I really immediately feel like I'm the superstar of this show.
Aw, that's a good blessing. That's a good feeling, though.
Mhm.
I wrote something real quick. It says, "For every encouraging smile, it's an encouraging moment,"
Yes.
and it's the truth.
It
It
is.
really is.
And moments should be collected. That's the way I see it. They should be collected, and they should be. I tell my grandchildren, I'm building memories with you for your file cabinet, for that day when I'm not here,
That's
because
right.
it will be a day.
Oh
You
yes.
will always have in your file cabinet those moments, those
Aw.
seconds that you collected, and those little tidbits that I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
So put it in your file cabinet.
Put it in your
Collect
file
some
cabinet.
smiles,
I like
collect
that.
some
You
joy.
just gave me an idea. Put it in the file cabinet. Well, I know if y'all out there listening, and it sounds like something that you may be interested in talking about, or if you want to just tell us something that we may need some help with about getting through these holiday season, give us a call 248-820-5053. Hit us up on the chat line. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I did name all those things. I'm gonna write them down one of these days, y'all. I can remember everything else, but because I'm not the social media girl too much like that, I'm just now learning about TikTok. So yes, go on TikTok, Instagram.
Got to do the gram.
Got to do the grand, the
Got to
IG.
do the,
Hit
yeah.
that
I
IG.
don't even know what that stuff be. I be looking at it. I be like, wow, what's happening?
Facebook, of course, I know that Threads thing would really be getting me. I'll be
I
like,
don't have that one down yet.
I
I don't know what that is.
I don't.
Maybe somebody can call us and tell us.
I know. Hey, let us know. Hey, we ain't trying to show our age or nothing like that. We just need a little help.
just a
Ain't
little
that what
bit.
y'all do, little T?
Just a
We
little
just need a
bit.
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, what y'all cooking out there for Thanksgiving? And I want to say this too about cooking for Thanksgiving. If the SNAP situation is going to affect you, and you got food in your home, cook some rice and beans or something. It ain't got to be a traditional Thanksgiving dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick something to eat and
Mm.
have thanks for and give thanks for having that, and be thankful to be with your family, sitting at a table eat. That's what I would say. I got my family coming in from out of town, so it appears that we're gonna be whatever we got, put it together. That's what we gonna do.
Exactly.
What you cooking?
Well, I don't know because I just get in there and just cook. I just cook.
Usually
No,
traditional cooking, or you just cook whatever you got.
well, normally I do traditional, but right now I think it's gonna be a little more of what I got. I'm gonna go
Hmm.
back to old school. I told my kids, I said, when I was growing up, I didn't even know I was poor because my mama could cook anything. One time I'll never forget. We had flour, water, butter, flour, water, and butter. That was what we had. And this woman went and put together this big giant biscuit. They call it a whole cake. And it was huge with the butter and the water
And the
and the flour. But then she took that same water and butter and oh, we had some sugar. And she put some sugar in and made homemade syrup. That's how you make homegirls. And we would dig that whole cake out and dip that bread into there. And we had company. People came over to see us because they wanted some whole cake and some homemade
Ain't that
syrup.
something?
Yeah.
But you know
So,
what? They always say mamas work it out, right?
yes, they do.
I remember one time I didn't know how I was gonna feed my babies, and I was like, at the time I was married. This was years and years ago, and he wasn't working, and I was working, but I was new at the job and trying to get all the hours I could, and
Mm-hmm.
everything was down and out low. And I remember it was during the holiday season. I came home and I ain't even worry about it. I just knew them kids was hungry. I opened up
Mm-hmm.
the cabinet. I saw a cake and some icing. I made that cake. I had one egg. You need two. I had one.
Yeah.
I did what I had. I made
Sometimes
it.
those are the best. They actually taste better because you put that love in it. You
I
put that
did.
that need to
Ooh-wee.
feed your
I was crying
children.
inside too. My soul was crying like, Lord, I know how I got a job. I need to feed these babies, but I'm gonna love on them tonight. They're gonna get and they were so happy.
Mhm.
They thought they was doing something good, eating
Mhm.
cake at night. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And one time it was breakfast at night.
Mhm.
Breakfast for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner was breakfast. Because it's the only food we had. I was like, hey, we're gonna eat something.
Yeah, we
No,
gonna eat something. I don't know. It's I got some beans. It's gonna be a little more than a whole cake, but I want to still bring some of that tradition down.
I know that's
I
right.
just want them to experience because I was happy. We didn't have a whole lot, but what we had, we thought we had it together,
Tell me about
girl.
it.
We was in that
Tell
house
me about it.
opening our gifts. Our gifts was stuff we made for our parents. Our parents, my mother could cook. She could make for our birthday every year. She used to make this icebox cake. It was a lemon like not a cheesecake, but similar. Oh my goodness, girl, we thought we had it going on.
Hmm.
People
See, it's
wanted what we
we
had.
those days to me can come back. They are
Mhm.
long gone, but they can come back. You know, I talked about this about a month or two ago about grandma's gone, me mom's gone,
Mhm.
and what you and I are doing now is there's still within the new generation of grandmothers, but we still trying to incorporate that love
Exactly.
and extend that to them. Whereas I know some people that are grandparents that you for sure don't know that's a grandparent.
I got a few friends. They wonder, not that they're bad grandparents,
Right, not that at
but
all.
they ain't playing no games. You ain't finna drop no kids off over there.
Like, I got something to do. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
sit here. But
Mm-hmm.
another thing too about gearing up for the holidays, I think that if you go out and you got 5 people or so to buy something from, instead of going to the most expensive places to buy things, I think we should take a look into, do they really need another pair of shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Do they really? I mean, the underwears and socks and undergarments and things like that, I think that's always a necessity to have. But when it comes to like the clothing, make sure they got a decent coat. You don't got to go buy two
They
and
got their
three,
basic
the
needs.
basic needs. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that that will also teach children the value of life, and not that, oh, I got to have the top notch this time. Because then in 2 or 3 days later, when that
Mm-hmm.
bill come
Mm-hmm.
and that money ain't there, and the kid just wore something that now they didn't destroyed it within 2 weeks, what good does that do?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I think we should buy appropriate gifts for the children, and not
Mm-hmm.
just that, but do appropriate things for them. Allow them to do things like Miss
And it
Kathy was just over here saying, build something, make something, cook something for
And
somebody.
it doesn't have to be 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 gifts.
Exactly.
How about one nice gift and then, one inexpensive gift? Or how about a memory for a gift?
Right.
And another thing, we have large families and we want to buy everybody something. How about do the pull where you pull the name and everybody gets a gift, but nobody has to be broke to do it?
Right. That is so true. That's a good way, everybody, of saving money. I know money's tight for a lot of people right now with the way the economy is, and nobody can be out here trying to pretend to be on top of their game with money.
Yes.
I struggle every day. The struggle is real. It really is. And no matter what you look at somebody's life that look like, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have it going on. You don't know. I'll close my door at night and cry in my room because I'm trying to make it.
Hmm.
I'm praying on my knees and I'm crying because I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring to me. But when I wake up and I open my eyes and say, thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to see this day, I
Hmm.
smile
And you walk out
and
that
I walk
door.
out that room and go get my butt to work and take care of my business because I got a home I need to come home to.
Mhm.
I got a family that needs that look, especially them great. I care about more things, and I don't care much about anything but more so than my grandchildren. Like the
Yes.
materialistic things, I've never been a materialistic person. I don't care about that. Love and respect. I'd rather be rich in love than material items.
Hmm.
You know. And you said you got a lot of grandbabies.
A whole
How many is a lot?
lot. Well, my last count was 22.
Girl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we gonna let you stop right there. That's two whole football teams.
girl,
For
you tell
real?
them. Yes, for real.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Eh,
they all mine no matter how I got 'em.
I hear you.
It
I
is
hear
what
you.
it is. I got them grandbabies,
Oh
and I
wow.
and they study growing every day. I go to the library. I think I got 10 more, at least 3 more, maybe 10 more.
Okay.
Yeah, I get
All right.
adopted too.
That's all right. It doesn't matter. People can take on different roles in people in little kids' life if you know you're doing it for a good cause and a good reason, because these kids need somebody to look up to. And again, as we're gearing up for the holidays, the biggest thing that I know that most kids like right now is they want to start seeing holiday stuff. Like my
Hmm.
grandchildren are already looking in the books, circling things that they want.
Hmm.
You remember doing that when you was a kid?
Oh yeah, girl, I used to cut them out and have a notebook and cut them out and then make the whole book
I think I'm gonna have
exactly
my grandbaby do that.
exactly how I wanted it. My room, my house for the future, the next
Like a
Christmas,
vision board.
like a vision board. I didn't even know what a vision board was back then, but
Right.
yeah, that's what it was. It
But we
was
used to
my
just
vision.
circle ours, and that's what my grandchildren do now.
Hmm.
They circle it, and I just be cracking up laughing because while they're circling it, they be like, "Oh, yeah," they be really studying
Hmm.
what it looked like, and to me, that warms my heart.
Hmm.
You
And
know,
it's so different when they do it as an art craft and they make it in a poster or whatever. sometimes even if they don't get it all, they still get that fun, that memory, that moment
That's
for the
it. You
file
just said that
cabinet.
that memory for
Yeah,
the file. That's
yeah.
important. The validity, the collecting of the thoughts, and then put it in the file cabinet.
Put it in the file cabinet.
I
That's the
like
only
that.
thing I could do. A few years back, I'm gonna say about maybe 7, 8 years ago, I was working, had a good job, girl. I was making
Okay,
all the money.
okay,
Okay, I was doing my thing, and they decided to downsize on a sister, but God found favor,
okay.
and I didn't just get fired, I got downsized, so I got a nice little piece of change. Girl, I took that change, and I didn't go to work or get a new job right away. I took a whole year because all them grandbabies, and I went and I spent and did things with all of them, and not with just money. We learned about the art walk, and now we do it every month that we can, most months, and it's free right here. Art
The
walk,
art walk,
the art walk.
downtown Flint.
Yeah, the second Friday of every month. You
Even in
have,
the winter.
even in the winter.
And where is this at? Do y'all hear that?
It's in the,
The
it's
art
right
walk. Is it
here.
in the alley or something?
No, honey, it's all over. It starts down at the two museums, the Greater Art Council, and then the
I'm
museum right
shocked.
across there, the two churches.
It's not
It,
advertised or anything.
it is. It's every. It's big. It's been
I
going
never
on for
heard of it.
years. And that's crazy. I hear that from a lot of people.
I never
And
heard
when
of it.
I tell them you get food, you get
Free food?
free food. Yeah, you might have to have a couple dollars if you want a little sip of wine or something. I don't know if you advocate, but they do that. But
Wow.
then even the Elga Credit Union right here, the Comma Bookstore, I think Churchill's does it, and you just walk. And in the summertime, it's people out there
Yes.
on the
Now I
streets.
see that because I drive through here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to say if any of y'all who frequent these places she's saying and y'all listening, like, share, and subscribe. Okay.
And it's
And
definitely.
let's help get that message out because that'll give our youth something to do who
Mm-hmm.
don't know about this. Because now that I know, the
You
second
in
Friday
second
of every
Friday
month,
of every
all year long.
month.
Mm-hmm.
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 I'm telling
Yep.
you,
I'm gonna load it up.
it is really, really nice, and
Wow.
and my grandchildren, um, three of them, they come a lot with me. Not all the time, because sometimes I want to be a grown up. But Comma Bookstore last year, I want to say around this time, let them host their own art show, and they put their drawings. They made a little cash, and
Oh
so
wow.
yes, so it is beautiful, and it's always something different, and
That's interesting.
that's something to do for the holidays.
It is. See?
It's
And
free.
it's free.
And yes, it's free, and you get to enjoy. Get your family, get your friend, get your boo, and y'all
Get
just
your
walk,
boo.
get your boo, and walk up and down that street, enjoy it. I
Really?
always have a good
Got
time.
dressed for the weather though,
Yeah,
y'all. Dressed
dress
for
for
the
the
weather.
weather. Yes.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna take advantage of that, and that's another reason why doing shows like this or watching shows like this on Out of the Mud Inc. Helps me and other people because it's always something informative. I didn't know these things. And on Sundays is a show with Professor X. And if you don't know much about money, but you want to know about your money, find out about your money. That man talking money, he talking big
Oh,
numbers
okay.
and
See,
stuff.
I
And I
don't
ain't gonna
know
say big
about
numbers,
that.
but yeah. See, now you know. I didn't know. Did I share it? I don't know if I shared it, but I'm gonna share it
Yeah,
so
make
that you can
sure.
see it. But yeah,
Yes.
so now that you follow Out of the Mud, you'll see different programs and different shows. And a lot of these shows have other informative things other than the Red Alert show. I like to touch bases with the community about the youth and what we're doing to try to help people relieve stress,
Hmm.
stop the violence type of stuff. Saving our youth one zip code at a time. I got this one thing I called arm yourself. I don't use it what the City of Flint uses it for, but mine is align, revise, and manifest.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, align,
Align.
line yourself, revise yourself, manifest yourself.
Okay.
Arm yourself with something good and positive, because a lot of people, you know, here we go with the validity.
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 That's almost like saying not superstition, the other word. But anyway, um, some people can't move forward unless they have someone telling them that they did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to inner lift ourselves. You have to say, self, I can do this. I know I can. Because if I sit around waiting on somebody else to do it for me, it may not
It
never
won't
get
get
done,
done.
or it may not get done the way I want it.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, you got to have accountability for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sure that you understand that the things you put out into the universe is going to come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you help uplift these kids, they're going to grow up to uplift their kids and those kids'
Mm-hmm. And
kids.
those kids'
And
kids.
definitely around the holidays, it's, you know, everybody got lost. I just recently lost someone myself. I know a lot of other people have. And the people that lost someone earlier in the year, now we're facing the holidays. You're going to be facing holidays without your loved ones. That can be depressing. You know, you can, that may make you not be in the mood to celebrate. But I'm going to say this with all due respect, your loved one will want you to celebrate.
Yes, they would.
They
And
would want you to celebrate because they would do it if the shoe was on the other foot,
mm-hmm.
and you relive that person's memory. You take it out of the file cabinet,
Yes. And you
okay? And
celebrate
you
it.
celebrate,
You celebrate it.
you
You could
know?
have one of those
Right.
fantastic Christmases or Thanksgivings that you had with them. Like for me with my mama and that whole cake. It's a beautiful memory. It used to make me cry, but now I love it
I know.
because I get to visit with her
Yeah,
just for a
I've
moment.
had memories that would make me cry, but then again, I have to realize, like you said, I'm visiting for a moment in that space in my mind, but I
And
have to get myself moving.
yep, and
Gotta
then
get up.
I got to come out because they want me to come out.
Hmm.
It's just about
Right.
love. It's
Today, just speaking with you once again, like I said, it's always been nice. I feel like I want to be ready for the holidays. I'm ready to hear some holiday music now. I'm
mhm.
ready to smell some holiday smells. Um, my grandbaby, sometimes she be sneaking on YouTube watching, and if she watching, she finna hear me say this, but if not, she will be surprised. I think I'm gonna let them put the Christmas tree up tonight.
Oh, that would be nice. Get
Now,
started a little
usually
bit
people do it
early.
on the 1st of November. I've never done it
Well,
on the 1st of
normally
November.
they do it right after Thanksgiving. That's the
Yeah, well, I
tradition.
know a few people that's put theirs up already for the 1st of November.
Oh wow.
Yeah, soon as November get in, they're already throwing up their trees. Usually, yes, I've done it the day after Thanksgiving always, but I
Mhm.
want to do something different because I came into 2025 wanting to thrive and be alive.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still here.
Mhm.
We got one more month to go, but I'm still here.
Okay.
In 2026, I want to put Jesus in my mix because I need him to fix the problems that I can't fix.
All
Right?
right. Come on now.
Okay. And once I'm doing all that, because I don't know what tomorrow's promised, because 2027, I might be in heaven. I don't know. But until then, I want to just always keep a smile on my face, speak about things that's more credible in life. Be happy.
Yes.
Be happy.
Be happy with who you are
I am.
and who he created you to
I
be.
am.
Who he created. We I think a lot of times we forget we are created for something great, no matter who we are, no matter where we come from. If we're still here and we get up every single morning, we have a purpose for that day. We
Amen.
was created for that day, even if it was to get on somebody's nerves.
But don't do that. If you get on somebody's nerve, that's the one thing I will say. People, when I'm agitated lately
Mhm.
now, what I try to do is just the person who's triggering me or agitating me, I try my best to keep my mouth closed. I remember what Pastor said, some things ain't always meant to be spoke on or told.
Mhm.
And I move around them.
Mhm. And pray for
And I pray for them. I move
Pray
around them and pray
for
for
them.
them because if I allow them to enter my space, allow them to affect my mentality and my thoughts, then my day is going to be jacked all up.
All
And I don't want a jacked up day because I deal with different kinds of people at work all day long. I want to come home to my peace,
exactly.
you know? So, wow. But I was hoping you all had a chance, to get in and uh, give us a shout out, let us know what you're thinking. I know everybody's gearing up, doing things, being busy for the holidays. But I will say this: Catherine is also a poet, y'all,
Uh-oh.
and
No,
she
the
wrote a song that I heard, and I really liked it. And one of these days, we're gonna get it and have her to get it out here. Now she's not singing it. She said she's not
Mm-mm.
gonna sing it.
Oh, no, you wouldn't want me to. You wouldn't have no more viewers.
That's all right. Hey, I just posted a video of me hollering like a banshee. But guess what? I feel good when I do my karaoke. It doesn't matter. My
Hmm.
soul feels good. I smile. My world has changed. It doesn't matter. I'll sing at the top of my lungs. But if people want to make fun of it, fine. If that's your highlight of your day, so be it. So be it.
You just
You
want to
know,
give joy,
I just want to
however it
give joy.
comes.
I'm gonna spread it.
You're gonna spread
I'm gonna
it
spread it.
however it comes. Well,
However it
I'm gonna
comes.
tell you, I like that too, and I'll speak it. I actually did that. What was it? October the 17th. I had a lady prophesied and said that I needed to come, and she didn't even know I wrote poems. And she just walked up to me and said, "Can I give you a hug?" I said, "Sure." She said, "I just want to tell you that God says you got to say yes and stop saying no. That it's time for you to get out there and say what you got to say." And I was like, "Okay." So and then shortly after, she hands me this flyer and it's for to come out and do spoken word. And I was like, "Okay, I don't know." But I did. I said, because that's my
I
new
heard
motto.
about that.
If, if I am given an opportunity, no matter what, because the me says no all the time. I ain't going there.
Mm-hmm.
But I said yes anyway. And I went and I enjoyed. And not only did I do one, but they called me back up two more times.
All right.
And I believed everybody enjoyed.
Well,
So,
just know that they did. If you had the opportunity to do it again,
hmm,
um, I think we are our own biggest critic. Because
yes.
a lot of times I read stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I don't think they got that one, or maybe that was a too much, or maybe that wasn't enough, you know.
Hmm.
So I'm always criticizing myself, but before I do anything, I always try to give thanks for the
Hmm.
ability to be able to put pen to paper,
Yes.
you know.
And that's what I love about you. I want to say, you talk about how nice it is to talk to me. The first time you ever spoke to me, you said, "I love your voice. I don't know who you said it reminded you of, but you said it reminded you of someone." And you said, "I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you on my show." And I'm like, "This lady crazy."
Hmm.
But I love talking to you.
And how many? That was a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Well, it's been only been
1 year,
at the church, yeah, a little
1 year
over a
at the.
year.
But I saw you
Yeah.
at the library though.
Yeah, you saw me at the library. You're right, because I was
That was the
telling you,
first, second time,
yeah,
second
second
time
time.
at the library.
Mhm.
Yep, and yes, I said you remind me of one of my aunts who was soft spoken. Yes,
Oh yeah.
yep, and I was like, I saw that you was into the book club and all that stuff, and I was
Mhm.
like, would you like to be on the podcast? She says, no, I don't think so.
I
Look,
don't think
look,
so.
look
Look,
at
that was
God,
a year
look,
ago.
look,
Look
okay,
at him. He's doing it.
exactly.
And
No,
I'm
I think it
just
was a little over a year ago. It was like last March, I think it was.
it was. It was. It
Yep.
was in March when we were at the library at the book club.
Hmm.
And I just like talking to you.
Well,
And you
good.
really have a beautiful spirit. And
I
I
try.
can't wait until Sunday when it's time for Terralisa to get up and read one
Oh,
of her
bless your
poems,
heart.
because my heart is always touched and my mind is always thinking, "Oh wow, I never thought of it like that."
And and the spirit moves in me because I walk in every Sunday with at least three or four.
Mhm.
But in my mind, I know which one I want. But I let God tell me which
Which
one.
one to do?
And even before Pastor comes out, I pick the one I want and I put it on the top of my folder.
Mhm.
And Sister Joy sits behind me every
And
Sunday.
I seen you too. You
And
got that little folders,
every
flipping
time,
flipping through those
yep.
pages, and yeah,
And then
so
the one I choose, and then the message usually
coincides. I've seen that happen too more than once.
more than once. And
More.
it scares me. I'm not going to tell you, it scares me. It really does. It scares me a lot to know that when I'm writing, the feeling I'm getting from the divine powers that be is in line with the teachings that I get
That
from
you're
my pastor and
exactly.
the message that's coming out to be delivered. Even when it's the elders preaching, it's the same. So it's not it's hard to explain. I can't explain the miracles of God. I can't explain what God has chosen me to do. All I can say is this. He gave me a message to give, and I keep constantly giving it. So I'm going to give another message. Come out to St. Mark's food giveaway Wednesday. I almost said
On
tomorrow.
Wednesday,
On
yes.
Wednesday. And check out the Black Dollar Fair on December 6th at St. Mark the Outreach Center.
Yes, at
Um,
1 p.m.
at 1 p.m. And to all those who show love and respect the St. Mark during a time when we needed you during our um, burn but not consume, we really appreciate you all for doing that for us. And I appreciate you all watching or tuning in. Or if you're going to watch it later, thank you. Still throw some comments on there. Let us know what you think, what we can do to help each other in the community or in our homes for the holidays.
Yes.
What else you got to add before we end our show today about the holidays with love and whatever?
Well, again, with the holidays, let's remember that there are so many things out there that we can do that don't cost us anything. Don't forget your holiday walk. That'll be coming up soon where they light the Christmas tree. I forget the date. We have the community read at the Gloria, what is it?
Cool.
Gloria Coles Flint Public Library,
Okay.
and that's really awesome. I got to do it last year, and they're doing it again this year. Go check out the library. You get your free book, you register, and you get together and you read the book, and you meet once a month with the whole community, sometimes in house and sometimes on Zoom. But that's really
Okay.
something to see where
All right.
people are coming from.
Yeah. All right, Flint City, y'all. Fly City. Let's make the best of this holiday season this year. I'll see y'all next Monday. And I'll also see you on Sunday. Y'all know about that sassy tea. Me and Stephanie Winfrey be on there trying to, do the same thing, get a message out and get some information in. But I'm very happy to have Catherine on the show with me today. I hope you will come again. Maybe you got an ideal or another event you want to talk about or that we can help bring light to it for our city. But until then, thank you very much for being on my show.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Well, with that being said, y'all already